And we are live. What's going on, gangsters? Movie John, Razzie here.
Don't look
She's
at the opening picture now.
she's not happy with that again. We're downstairs. Put the old chucker up on the wall. Kind of crooked a little bit. We should have probably took that frame picture down that you had up there, but figured do it in the living room tonight because we got an air conditioner down here now, and it's kind of stuffy still
Why
upstairs.
don't you?
We do have a fan and stuff. The
Yeah.
horror man's in the house. What's going on? How you like our background? It's probably not the straightest. I tell you, here when you're here, it looks straight. For some reason, it's not looking straight on the camera here. But I don't know. What was you gonna say?
To do what you just did.
What?
To scoot back and scoot that up.
That's probably better there. Now, yeah. But it's really not crooked.
It's
I swear.
really not.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I don't know. I should have scooted it down and been right behind the sofa.
Yeah.
But we're sitting downstairs tonight doing our live stream because, like I said, we got air down here finally. It's been a little muggy here. I don't know about where you live, horror man, but it's been really freaking hot here lately.
Very.
In the 80s for the last 2 weeks probably.
But it's so hot today.
Yeah, but I got to stay in all day because I was off.
Shut your trap.
Oh my God, he said it's the 90s there, so it's
Oh.
hotter there.
Well, it's hotter up by Chicago too. Remember Cody said?
Yeah. But it's been pretty hot.
I could deal with the heat as long as it's not muggy, but it's been muggy, and that's what's killing me.
I missed your last few live streams there. I've been busy there. I've been doing some stuff on eBay, selling stuff and getting other things done, and
We had the baby, and
we had the baby one weekend. So yeah, that muggy stuff sucks, man.
it does.
Hopefully somebody tuned in tonight. It's been 2 weeks since we went live. We didn't get to go live last week, but I feel like I'm a mile away still. Okay, well, yeah, you do every Friday, I remember. So, but y'all like 5 hours and stuff. I can't tune in that long. I'm sorry, gangster. Now you can kind of see it. I might have to. I can still tilt it back like that. Just have our heads in it. Still looks a little weird. Probably should have brought it down, but oh well.
That's all right.
But anyway, we're live. So tomorrow night's 4th of July. You planning anything, Air Horror Man? We're going across town here to a thing at the high school stadium, watch some fireworks, and they got some bands playing. And I got Random Ralph is coming over, and we're gonna eat some hot dogs and then go out and experience that. I'm gonna be filming some of that, so that'll be a few weeks down the road actually, because I'm doing it on the Hanging Out with Movie John series. So, well, we got some good stuff on that that you'll actually enjoy.
Oh,
We're
well,
just gonna
that's
stay in
nice,
and watch
though.
some movies.
If you could see it from your deck, I wouldn't go out either.
We probably could see it from the park lot, maybe. I don't know. We'd have to go out and get chairs and sit out there because
If
it's
we
going to
could-
be back that way. So,
If we could see it from our balcony, that'd be different.
yeah.
But
But I mean, they got music and they got bands and stuff playing at the high school stadium and stuff. So, and it's free. So, I mean, hell, why not get out and do a little bit of mingling there and do some video, and I'll be Random Ralph. I'll have, you know, when I get the camera and I try to film him, usually he won't say nothing or do nothing, but then he does crazy stuff when I'm not filming him, especially at work. I wish I could get a lot of stuff that he puts on there. Oh, you high up.
Nice.
That's cool.
We're coming your way.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's so hot up there, but in the wintertime it's so freaking cold and snows so much up that way. It's crazy. Oh yeah, you got tea. There's your tea. But yeah, it's crazy how it's been so bad. I guess it's just been muggy anywhere. If anybody looked on Facebook or Instagram today, how messed up it's been?
Yes.
You could see some pictures and some pictures you couldn't, and it tell you to tap and retry. And somebody said there was something like a virus or something today. So I don't know exactly what happened, but it looks like it's clearing up now. I don't know. It looks like you can see some stuff. I posted a picture of a screen time one sheet this morning. Yeah, Instagram's crazy. Did you see the poster that I got? The screen time poster though. I posted it this morning and I didn't have nobody start liking it until probably about an hour ago. So I don't know if he just didn't show up all morning or what.
Nothing.
Just asking.
Just saying.
Yeah, check it out. It's one sheet from I think '86. I got off my buddy Larry at Welcome Back Collectibles. Have no frame for it right now. I still need a frame for my Creed 2 poster. But I'll get it eventually. I don't have no room to hang it up, but I wanted it, so I told him to put it back for me.
It's not coming in my living room.
Nah, we're just putting this up temporary tonight. That would be funny. Just leave it up there.
Lord help me.
We need a bigger place, Horror Man, and whoever else is tuned in, say what's going on, something. And Horror Man's the only one talking here tonight.
There he goes.
We down in the living room. Horrific Nightmares JM, what's going on? I think his name's Jason. It's been a while since I talked to him. I was just telling the Horror Man that I got a new poster. Yeah, Jason. Of Scream Time on my Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it, because Instagram and Facebook's kind of been messed up this morning. Alan King's Nation's in the house. What's going on, gangster? We've been experiencing technical difficulties with Instagram and freaking Facebook today. Rhonda,
it's Joe.
Huh?
Jason, it's Joe.
Well, there's somebody on there. It's Jason. No, Joe is the Horror Man.
He just said Joe.
I know. He's talking to Horror Man because he just said Jason. Joe is Horror Man. Good Lord.
Hey, it's been a long day.
Yeah. He just saying hi to me.
Okay.
See? That's how we communicate around here in YouTube land. She said her YouTube wasn't working, but mine's been playing fine today. I was glad that. Oh, I missed it.
It's starting to feel better. I definitely feel better than I did was it last week? Or no, I guess it was this week one day. So it was starting to feel better, but I have to definitely get it pulled.
Yeah, this is twice this happened now.
I know. First time on vacation.
Then she let it go and it got better, and she's like, "Oh well, you know."
And go.
And
It's
then
still
it
a little
starts.
swollen.
Then it starts hurting again. So I told her she should got it pulled. She's scared to get it pulled though. Yeah, I got my stuff. I drank coffee out of it earlier. It's real thick. It's made for coffee or hot drinks or cold drinks, I should say. What the hell is that?
That's
But we down in the living room tonight, hung up the old Chucky, I don't know what you want to call it, sheet or whatever. Figured to have some kind of different background because we got the air going on down here now. We had to get an air unit yesterday for our townhouse because we don't have no central air.
It is so hot.
And it's been hot, and you put a fan in the floor, it just does so much. So, but it's in the kitchen. We got a fan in front of the kitchen door blowing in here, and it keeps it pretty cool. It's not over cold. It's still not hot, but
no. But we got to get one more for upstairs.
Do what? Looks like it is getting blown off right there. Look at the picture in the.
I don't know.
My son got me that for Father's Day. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got it sitting on the back of the love seat up there in the movie room, and I just told her, I said, "You want to do the video up there?" And she was like, "It don't matter." And then I said, "Well, I thought of an idea. I just took that off there and got some thumbtacks and go ahead and hung it up, even though it's probably a little crooked, but."
See, but it doesn't look bad now.
No, it don't look too bad, but you got that frame sticking out from
my head. You said don't remove the frame. Nah.
But it's been awful hot too, because I got this big old bushy beard been getting bushier. Rhonda don't want me to shave her or nothing. What was that?
Is that our door?
Nah, somebody pecked outside.
Are you sure?
I don't think it was nobody knocking. She's going to the door. She thinks somebody's knocking on the door now. It would probably be John.
That's why I thought it might be.
No, yeah. It's real hot here. You're in Maryland, I think, Jason, ain't you? It's like, it's been in the 80s here for almost 2 weeks straight. And then they talk about rain, and it rains a little bit, but it's rains just enough to make it even hotter. And it doesn't, if it's going to rain, I want it to rain all damn day and cool down. But it'll rain and then stop after about 10-20 minutes, and then it gets really hot and muggy. So, Ace's Movies in the house. What's going on?
Homie.
Got your Chucky thing on the wall. Rhonda let me move it down to the living room now. We're going to keep
temporarily.
It's temporary, she said. We just wanted a different kind of background tonight. I should have lowered it down a little lower, but I didn't know how it was going to look, so Yeah, it's
It's
80s and
kinda-
90s every damn where, I believe. Even people in Alaska. Who knows? It's probably cooler
Well,
up there.
was it Mexico City or somebody that got all the big ice storm?
Yeah, somewhere did get an
Right?
ice storm. I don't know exactly where. All over the house now. No, it's not going to be all over the house. I don't have no room in the movie room to put anything else up, but one day we'll get a bigger place. But no, it's just temporary. I don't want to decorate the
No,
house.
he's not
I enjoy
allowed.
having my sanctuary upstairs where I can go up there and just chill,
And I can
close the
tell him to go
door.
to his room.
Yeah, I can go there and just chill. Today I went
Walk
up
away
there.
from me for a little bit.
I went up there today and just laid on the couch in the damn dark. I had the door open, but I just laid there a minute, just listening. It was just quiet without you here.
I had to work today. He was off. And again, he's off tomorrow and I have to work.
Well, and I get paid. That's the best thing. I get paid for being off tomorrow. Can't beat that. You got to take off.
Yeah, well, I get time and a half for working tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't work all day though.
No.
Let's see, just move everyone upstairs to the living room and space. Our movie room's really, I mean, it's small, and the stuff I put in it so far, it makes it even smaller, man. If I didn't have the love seat up there and had like well, I don't know if you put two recliners in there, it'd still probably be packed.
But you also have come out into the hallway.
Yeah, just a few posters.
But,
Had to do that.
Uh-huh.
Well, I had to. You said it was all right, so I
I
did.
said it was okay. I
So.
did.
But yeah, it has been pretty juicy hot here.
Yeah, it's muggy.
So muggy.
Can't take the muggy.
Mugginess.
No, it's not as muggy as Florida, but it's still muggy here. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was talking to my daughter the other night on Facebook, and she said that hell, it was in the 90s there. She said, I told her it was so hot here, it was so muggy. So she said, well, you really wouldn't like it down here because it's really muggy down there. So, but hopefully it'll cool off here soon. I don't know. I like fall time the best. 70-degree weather year round. That's what I would like to have. A little
Absolutely.
cool breeze, but it don't happen. Either you get really hot here in West Virginia, or it gets really freaking cold in the winter time.
What?
Episodes of Hanging Out with Movie John's coming up soon. If y'all haven't already known that, I filmed a little bit today for one, which will. I'm gonna put one out a week starting on the 15th. So the one we just starting to film today probably won't be out until near the end of the month.
Can you move this forward?
40s and the 50s. You like it that? No, I don't like it that damn cold. Well, I mean, yeah, 50s all right, I guess. 40s ain't too bad. You get down below that, it starts getting really, really cold. Does.
Well, I know.
You being here when it's like 2 degrees outside and you have to work outside delivering furniture. That sucks.
Hey, carry groceries up to the 10th floor.
Yeah, tell them about that.
So, because I do home care, and so I went grocery shopping for my client today at Walmart, which you never want to go there on the 1st, which, I was there today. But anyway, she lives on the 10th floor in this apartment building, and I had to make 3 freaking trips. From the bottom, from a car in the parking lot all the way up to the 10th floor.
Yeah, but you got an elevator.
Really?
You do have an elevator in there.
It's still a lot to carry.
Well, don't get so damn much.
I can't help it.
I
How to get stuff.
don't know. Let's talk some movies or something tonight. Anybody? Any new movies anybody wants to see?
Yes.
What?
Crawl.
Oh yeah, Crawl. Anybody seen the advertisement to Crawl?
I really want to see that.
It's just one of them movies. Just gonna be like any other kind of.
It reminds me of like a sci-fi movie,
Mhm.
kind of, but it still looks good. I want to see it. So guess what we're doing?
Yeah, I guess eventually we'll see it.
It does look
we
good.
just saw a sneak peek there. Showed a little bit more of it.
Mm-hmm.
See it. Yeah, we just been seeing it, but we saw a sneak peek here a few minutes ago. I actually had like 3 or 4 minutes of it.
Mhm.
Had quite a bit to it. Just any other kind of monster type movie or whatever I guess you could call it. But it does look different there. I'd be climbing up the highest point I can get, and I'm scared of heights. But if I see some shit going through water like that, I'd be I'd be getting the hell out of there.
Mm.
The new Chucky is out, but we got Chucky in the background. But I think I'll just wait till that comes out on DVD or Netflix or something.
I just can't do the Chucky movies.
Some of them ain't too bad. I think it was the Curse of Chucky. I know it was the Curse. There was the newer ones that came out right before this remake came out. I can't remember the names of them. I know one of them's called the Curse. Yeah, I think the Curse is the one I liked. There's one called the Cult. And I didn't like the Cult. I think that's the one where he had a bunch of different Chuckies. He ended up having 3 or 4 of them. I didn't really care much for that, but I did like the Curse. The Curse was pretty good. But I think the Cult is the one that had a bunch of them. And then the older ones, I mean the original one, I always liked it. It was pretty good. But then after they got to where they bride a Chucky and shit like that, the seed of Chucky, they started getting really crazy.
See, I don't know. I just don't watch them.
But just like every other horror movie, just the Friday 13th and Jason and Freddy's and all them, once they got to 4 and 5 or 6 or whatever, they started getting a little campy too. So this gum's getting old already. Ugh.
Yeah, be careful where you set that down. Last time it stuck to the remote.
Yeah, I put the remote on top of it last time.
I didn't find it till the next morning.
Crawl looks good. There's another movie. It's already out though. Chucky. Yeah, this new Chucky looks weird. He looks. Somebody said it looks more like a porcelain doll or something. I don't know. He just don't look right. I don't know why they have to remake it. I guess for the newer ones that they did the last few years, I think most of them was just coming straight to Netflix. I guess they were doing all right, and they decided they wanted to remake it, but I really don't understand why they had to remake that. And now I hear that they're making Halloween 2. Did you see that on Facebook?
I haven't been on Facebook lately. Between not feeling good and working.
What do you say? Try to read that. I got something in my eye.
I can't.
You just lost it.
I lost it.
I gotta trim my eyebrows or something, man.
There
Something's
goes
coming
me.
down my face.
It looks better in the movie. The remake was a lot better than I thought it would be.
For some reason. I
Different.
don't know. I guess just from the first way. Yeah, they'll always make Chuckies, I guess.
Probably.
But I was gonna say something else. Another new movie that you was talking about, the Maw one. You was talking about that too.
Huh?
Maw. Oh my God, you totally blanked out and cannot remember that movie.
Ma?
Ma, yeah. Ma.
Oh yeah, M.A.
The black chick and
I
gets
know.
the beer and stuff
Somebody
for the
didn't
kids.
take me and go see it.
Well, we went to see Godzilla and damn Rocket Man, which we kind of wasted money on that.
Sucked.
Yeah, if y'all watch our recent watches, we talk about that one. I mean, it. And I ain't getting much love on them, so we're kind of cutting them off right now because our video store went out of business. And we can go to Redbox to get something, but or we still watch Netflix every once in a while. I think we need to do like just movie reviews every once in a while. We'll just watch one movie, talk about it for about 10 minutes on a video, do our own little review about it, what we thought about it.
We've been doing Netflix a lot though.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, might as well. There's some interesting movies on there. Some of them,
Some are a little weird.
and some of them turn out to be pretty good too. So
We've seen a
we're
couple
halfway
that,
decent.
that weren't real good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry guys. I
She's
worked
sleepy.
today.
She worked today, so she's sleepy. Horror Man, you still in the house? I was going to ask you a question on. Oh God, what was I posting? I posted. Oh, you was talking about wrestling figures or something there. On my Instagram the other day, I had a picture of something, and you said something about it.
He says review the last 5 movies instead of 1, which is what we've been doing, but
The last 5 movies you watched instead of just one. Well, I mean the review no, you was talking about the Joker figure. I don't know why I thought that. I mean the recent watches we've been doing 7 or 8. Most of them was 8. And we really didn't review them. We just said what we thought about them or other. But yeah, that Joker figure's weird. Somebody told me to get the face wet. I don't know if it was you that said if you get cold water on his face that the paint will come off of his face or something. Kind of like on the the classic Batman. Yeah, that's what I think he told me or somebody told me that. I was so confused about that because I looked up the '89 Joker, movie figure and stuff, and none of them looked like the one I got. And I don't know what the hell it was from, but then somebody said it was from that movie because it does look a lot like Jack Nicholson. But yeah, they say get the face wet and it'll fade and turn brown and then like skin tone color. So I got to do that. So I don't know if you said you had that or you collected stuff like that before. You have it somewhere, but I could have swore you said something about wrestling too. Maybe not.
Have you posted it?
Huh?
Have you posted it?
Yeah, I took a picture of him.
So we can talk about it.
Yeah, you can talk about him. Shower with the Joker. Yeah, we'll give him a figure bath.
If that happens, I am taking a picture and posting it.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that shit. How did anybody that's on my Instagram, you see that, or not really on Instagram, I did a video of the collection update that I had here this past week where I got the big old 16-inch Commando figure. That bad boy is tough, boy. He's cool. I just picked him up today and just looked at him because he's just so damn cool.
That tough.
He's pretty damn cool.
He sits on the balcony with me.
No, yeah, she's took him outside before and took a damn picture and sent it to me while I was downstairs or whatever. Yeah. But he is cool. He's got his gun, his knife, and he's got a little pistol. But I really think he's supposed to have a belt too, because they've got like it's like a hair bow thing tied around his pants to hold his pants up. I think he really does come with a belt. I have the smaller version too. I think he's about 6 inches. Nah, you can look him up if you want. But I think he does come with like a belt, and it might have some grenades or something on it, which they probably didn't come out. Well, no, he's got in his vest. He's got grenades and stuff. But anyway, I loved that movie when I was a kid, man. And I remember having a one-sheet poster that years ago. I wish I would have kept. I might have to look it up on eBay and buy that one, even though I don't have no room for it right now. But I'd love to have a one-sheet Commando poster again. And they never made nobody else. They just made John Matrix figure. They made the 6-inch and they made the 16-inch. He's freaking huge, though, and he sits and guards the TV. But they did make another series. They made some ones that look like G.I. Joes. There's another one that's really small. And they made like 5 or 6 other figures and bad guys and good guys or something. But the thing was, when they made them, they weren't even on the damn movie. It was just something that they just made up, I guess. Now that's the NECA figure there. They do have a NECA figure that they made out too.
What's this one called though?
Huh?
What's that one called?
Just put Commando figure by Diamond Toys. That'll pull it up. Diamond Toys. It was made in '85. But the NECA made a figure too. I forgot about that. But he's also, Larry's got some some Rambo figures too. Now they're like 5 or 6 inches. If y'all remember them, if you're around my age, in the '80s, they made a lot of movies. They made a lot of figurines based on rated R movies, which you don't see that nowadays that much. Back then they had Rambo and they had I think the Alien, and they did like Commando and few other movies. But that's funny because back then, I mean, you got to look at him and see he's got a big machine gun in his hand and shit. I mean, they made G.I. Joes and stuff back then with guns and stuff, but you just don't see stuff like that no more.
Does that look like he has a belt?
Yeah, can't tell in that picture. You got to get one with it where he's not in the box. But yeah, they don't make that kind of stuff no more, and that's cool that I had to give him a bath basically when we got him. Remember his vest and stuff was so dirty, and in the cracks where they show the grenades and stuff, I had to take a toothbrush and she got some cleaning stuff, and I scrubbed him down and cleaned him up real good. Now they call them the NECA figures and stuff like that, and mainly are but back then they were just basically movie and toy collector. 13's in the house. What's going on? We're just talking about my 16-inch Commando figure from '85 made by Diamond Toys. If anybody remembers Diamond Toys, but I did a video collection update. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. We was just talking about him. And that's the NECA figure too.
There it is.
Yeah.
It says Diamond.
Well, he might be standing in front of the other box. I don't know.
You're killing me, man.
Yeah, I'd love to have a Commando poster. I'd really like to have like a one-sheet of like the original one. I used to have one when I was a kid. My dad got it from the video store when it first came out. Well, down the road after they got, took it off the wall, wherever he got it for me, and God knows whatever happened to it. But I'd love to have one like that. It's just like the DVD cover, VHS cover. It's him on the front with the vest and stuff on it. So, do you have one? I really don't have no room for it though. But I would probably take something down and put it up. I need to just replace some of the ones I got upstairs anyway. Rondo's still looking on there, trying to figure it out. Right there he is.
That's a 6-inch. Does it matter?
Well, yeah, it does matter.
Yes, it does.
It does. Shut up. Hit that right there. Yeah, big old Arnold, he got 16, baby. You just can't see in the pictures. Right there's another one. Is that a video? No, maybe he don't have a belt. So he must be complete. The one I have, he doesn't have a belt.
None of these
So yeah, so he's got his vest, his pants. His pants in the back's got a little bit of a rip, but Rhonda might have to sew that up and fix it for him. All right, check out and see if you do, man. I'd love to have one. Commandos. It's right up there with. I like it better than the Terminator movies. I really do. Terminator 2 is pretty good. You like it, or do you remember it?
Yes, I remember it.
What's your favorite Arnold movie then?
No.
You don't know? You don't even remember half of them, probably. You ever seen True Lies?
Yeah, I've seen True Lies. That's a good movie.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
It's a
In
good
the
movie.
mid-90s, he started dying out there. He started doing comedies and stuff. Jingle
Yeah.
All the Way's funny.
I don't like him in the comedies.
I thought Jingle All the Way's funny.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's funny. He's fun.
Hmm.
Arnold, Sylvester Stallone tried that too, and he didn't do so good. I think Arnold's more funnier. Twins is a good comedy that he was in too. Him and damn Danny
DeVito.
Yeah, that was classic. He did another one called Junior that wasn't so great, but he's supposed to got pregnant in it and everything. He was the first man with that.
Well,
yeah.
that's like The Rock doing comedy. I just don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit those guys. I don't like them.
Yeah. Rock kind of
Just
took over the Arnold role for nowadays
know.
movies. She said, listen to her. She said, I know. Hell,
But
I should just did this shirtless because I'm burning up now. I felt good earlier.
Hot.
Y'all don't want to see that.
You did.
That's cool. I got some. Well, if you watch my update, I got quite a bit too. Royal Rumble from '93. I want Royal Rumble from '92. Ain't '92 the one Ric Flair wins? I think, or maybe it was '93. I think it was '92 though. Had a cartoon drawing on the front of all of them and stuff. I think that's the one that Ric Flair won. Yeah, he from 192. Man, that was a great one there. I don't have but one. I don't think I got any Royal Rumbles. I think I got some Survivor Series SummerSlams and. Yeah, he came in at number 2, I think, at the time, and lasted the whole damn match. And at that time, he was a lot older. SummerSlam 1990. I don't remember much about that one, but I know 92, 93. I think SummerSlam started in 88 or 89, somewhere around there. Most of them did.
Nice.
In the best of Hulkamania. I got one of them that's like a book box. It opens up the best of Hulkamania or something like that.
We've been on a wrestling kick lately.
Yeah, we have been. Even watching some of this new shit out here too. Some of it I can tolerate, and then some of it's really stupid. But
Like all the talking stuff, they just
yeah, they need to cut out. But they got a new AEW. Anybody heard of that? That's coming out in the fall. They're promising to be better, less talking, more action.
Let's hope.
You went to the '94 Royal Rumble. That was cool. Who won that one, Horror Man? That was probably about the time I kind of quit watching it back when I was a kid. I watched it from like 85 up to about 93, maybe. And yeah, 94 I was leaving Virginia Beach, so. They both won that. How do you have two people win that? That's weird. They went out at the same time. I knew he was going to say that. Bret Hart, he just turned 62 the other day. Solid white hair now, boy.
God, why is it so hot down here?
I don't know why, it gets hot when we turn this freaking light on. Is what it is, the overhead light. Even though we got air on, That's better than the ones upstairs,
I would
though.
have been dying up there.
Probably would have been. You probably should have brought another fan, set it down there, a little fan.
Probably.
We won't be in here for about another 30 minutes, maybe. In case he gets going good, because guess what? I'm off tomorrow.
Shut the freak up.
You can go ahead and go to bed. I'll just stay on here and talk.
I will.
Talk about some wrestling. We always talk about a little bit of wrestling.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
That's cool. Work security for old Bret the Hitman Hart. Yeah, 62 years old. I was just thinking today, it's been 20 years since Owen Hart died, man. And I don't know how much younger he was than Bret. I think he might have been a few years younger. But, because I don't think he was in, I think Owen was probably in his 30s when he died. He was a little bit younger. About that time, I guess Bret was 42, so. It's okay. Yeah, he was the youngest. I read Owen's book, man. I guess his wife had a lot to do with that book that came out. I can't remember the name of the book. Yeah, I read his book about his biography and everything. It was cool.
What a long time are you missing out
Hmm?
on? What a long time are you missing out on?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm trying to think of. I get caught up when people start messaging. I talk about one thing, and somebody talks about something else. Look at that muscle. That's. His shirt's tight, boys. Don't worry, it ain't really that big.
Oh.
Oh man.
Is that true?
Yeah, my arm. More fat than anything there. I gotta quit eating some of this stuff. She's been trying to feed me cookies and ice cream since she got home.
Oh no! Somebody's been begging for cookies and ice
No,
cream.
yeah, I've done. We ain't went to the gym all damn week. And Monday she said no, can't do it, don't feel good. Tuesday, I just said no because
You got the air conditioner.
I had to go get the air conditioner.
And I worked.
And then today we never go on Wednesdays. Thursdays we usually go, but we're having the 4th of July celebration. And then Friday after work, I'm going to go help a buddy help somebody move some furniture for some extra money. So cut out the whole week, and after you miss a whole damn week, it's hard getting back in the groove.
Well,
Then one day Rhonda brought some big ass roast beef sandwiches and shit home, and she got to learn that you can't ask me, do you want this? Because sure, I'm going to say yeah. So, you know, but I got her to get sushi last night. Sushi's not as bad, I guess. It shouldn't be as bad for you. If I could eat it every day, I would. Then I should lose some weight then. Yeah.
really?
Really what? So who's excited for hanging out with Movie John?
You're gonna switch the
I
topic
got-
of conversation, huh?
Favorite all-time WrestleMania? Mine is 4, Hogan and Warrior. Oh, 6, Hogan and Warrior. That's a good one, but mine's part 3. What's yours, Rhonda?
What?
Your favorite WrestleMania? You don't remember shit about them damn.
I was busy.
WrestleMania 3, not because of Andre and Hogan. It was because of Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man Randy Savage. That was the match. But, you know, Hogan and Andre built up to it for the main event. But if you go back and watch that, that's the match that you need to watch. And you watch WrestleMania 3, man, and notice how many. I mean, I know it was back in '87. My buddy had got it on pay-per-view and we watched it. But you think, and go back and watch that now. Good Lord, almost the whole cast of that one's dead except Hogan and might be, I have maybe 2 or 3 other ones are still alive. Almost everybody's dead from that WrestleMania.
We haven't watched any of them yet.
I got WrestleMania 3. It's the only one I got on DVD. I'd like to get some more of
What is
them.
wrong?
I don't know. They're not that easy to find. You know our little FYE don't have shit up
I
there.
know.
You got to order online around here for anything. I'll get on a kick and start ordering them. We get 1, 2, and 4. 5 is 5. Who did 5 is when the Mega Powers went in part 5. The Mega Powers collided. I think that. Yeah. Them box sets that came out a few years ago, I remember them too. I should have got them when they came out, but now you look online, good Lord, some of them go up pretty high in price.
Oh my God, it's hot.
Well, you just quit breathing. Close your mouth. It's that damn light. You
Now,
don't
and
think
somebody next to me running their mouth.
I get excited. They talk about wrestling and stuff. If you want to go upstairs, go to bed, get in front of the air, whatever you want to do, air conditioner. I'll sit here and talk. I should do one time. I told her just called Solo on the Ass. Just do. Then everybody be like, "Where's Rousey at?" And be like, "Oh, she left me. She took off with the millionaire. This guy won the lottery down the road. She got a bigger house and everything."
Oh.
Would y'all believe that? But running out of ideas, man. That some of these series and stuff. I mean, I do like to talk about movies, but I like to talk about wrestling, and now
You
I
just like to talk.
I like to talk about action figures, man. I'm a big kid, man. That's all it is. You love me, you know that.
I
You
know.
like it. She likes my figures.
I get
She
your
goes up there
figures
checking them
too.
out, and she's
I
been
know.
bought some stuff. She bought some things too. She's trying to take my Arnold away from me, though,
I
man.
know. I like.
You're gonna take
Arnie.
him outside, and you're gonna drop his gun one damn day, and you're gonna lose it or something, or something
Whatever.
falls down, and something car runs over or something.
Whatever.
I need to get some life-size Chucky dolls.
No.
That'd freak her out there. Or get an Annabelle.
Mm-mm.
Annabelle. Yeah, Annabelle. They got a new one of that too, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that one does look pretty good. I'd
Yes,
rather
it
see that
does.
before with that mall shit. It's probably not even gonna be out no more here soon. Mall won't. In '66 and still collect many things. Who was that?
Geriatric 66.
Is that what it was? I didn't think that's what. 66. Well, the thing is with me,
Let's hear it.
when my kids were born, look, what did he say? 70s, 80s. That's pretty
Don't-
cool.
Come on, what's your excuse?
My thing was, I got out of stuff when I was trying to grow up when I was in my 20s, and my daughter was born when I was like 22 or 23. That gave me an excuse to go back to the toy aisle. And I started collecting Star Wars back then and a bunch of other things because episode 1 and 2 was, fresh out there. And over the years, I had collected so much, and about 3 years ago, I sold every bit of it. And I told her that I would have enough right now probably to cover this entire damn apartment because I got rid of so much stuff. And probably about 10, 11 years ago, I had a lot of wrestling figures that I got rid of. I had over 150, maybe almost 200 of the LJNs and the Hasbros and all that good stuff. So, and I think about it every day now, and I'm starting to get a few here and there now. And some of these new Mattel figures are pretty cool. But if I go back to get some of them, there's so many of them, and I just wished I wouldn't have got rid of all that stuff. But then, my God, when you got to move somewhere and you got all that stuff.
Told you when we moved, you pack in that room.
New Karate Kid figures. Is that them real little reaction figures? Them are all right, but they don't have real detail. But they making some sideshow collectibles, I think they're called, or something. Anybody know that one? They got Daniel, and they're making Johnny, and they're making Mr. Miyagi. Talking about Toy Vault Joe. I don't know what's going on there. I couldn't read. I don't know what he said. I'm talking about these new figures. I don't know who's making them. Are they the NECA ones? No, these have like real clothes and stuff though. Oh, you're talking about the NECA ones. I don't know if I've even seen them.
You're not following the conversation.
I can't. It just pops up and takes off, and then somebody says Vault Joe or Joe Vault or I don't know what the hell's going
Joe
on.
has nothing to do with the topic of that conversation. They're messaging each other like y'all told me.
Well, I don't know. I try to read every comment and I can't do it. But they got one of Johnny from Karate Kid that
See?
has the skeleton costume on from the dance scene. And it's got the hood and it's got real like tight cloth clothes. And I think Sideshow Collectibles, I think it's what it's called, makes them. And most of them are like $150 to $200, but they're really detailed and looks just like them. And nobody's talking to me, they're talking to each other. But anyway, if y'all see them, check them out. They're really cool. It's NECA? Okay, well, from what I thought it was something, I thought it was Sideshow. But anyway, them are really cool. And the Daniel looks, I mean, they look really good. I saw him on a video, I think it was Pixel Dan showed it, and that he was at the toy fair, one of these toy fair cons or whatever it was. I think New York or something, when they showed him a few months back. How much were them things anyway? If they're NECA, then they're probably only about $20 or $30. So they can put that on the Christmas list.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'd love
You
to
know
have
what?
them.
I got something I'm putting on my Christmas list.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be buying toys for me for Christmas and some wrestling shit. There's my gum. It's green. Looks like wasabi. 30 each. Okay, that's cool. I wish they would have made the whole gang in them outfits. Wouldn't that be cool? Them damn skeleton outfits, do them all. I think they only did Johnny. You don't even remember what I'm talking about. You probably don't remember the Karate Kid movie that much.
I do.
Oh, do you remember the scene I'm talking about? Where they dress up like skeletons for the Halloween party?
Yes, I do.
Okay, man.
Gosh, homie.
Well, you always say in the 80s you were busy. You didn't watch nothing.
I lived in the cornfield.
Okay, well, still, yeah. There's some movies she has never seen, like The Goonies. She had just recently seen The Goonies there months ago when we first got together. I thought everybody had seen The Goonies. But she never seen none of the Friday 13th, so we had to watch every one of them. You're going to be with me, you got to watch all the Jason movies.
We did.
Yeah, we did. What else you didn't see? I can't remember. Have you even seen Commando? You don't even remember if you've actually even seen it. You need to watch that, though. We was actually going to try to watch it. Was it last night? But then we ended up watching wrestling and stuff. So we'll get around to it.
Maybe we'll watch it this weekend.
Yeah, maybe the weekend. Commando. But they make some cool figures. NECA does too. But did they even make Sideshow Collectibles? Did they even make? They made some really cool ones. I think theirs was about 150. They made Rambo and a few other movies from back in the day that looked really cool. But NECA's really cool, and I had some of them too, and some the McFarlane toys, the ones that McFarlane makes. Can't remember exactly which ones. I had a bunch of them too. Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers. Like I said, if I had all my stuff that I got rid of a few years ago, my God, it would took me days to move in here. And I wouldn't even moved in here. I wouldn't have no room. This place would look like Larry's. I would have had Tupperware containers and shit sitting around here with stuff in it, because I'd have, in case I built wall-to-wall shelves everywhere, this would have been the toy cave and stuff. You wouldn't have no room. So definitely when I move and get a bigger place, I got to have a bigger movie room. Because I'm going to make some shelves on the walls, not just for just movies, but for figures and stuff too, because I got to get into it. It's that damn light. That light burns you up in here. But yeah, them are cool. I'd like to get some of them. I didn't know they was out yet. Watch now. I'll go to FYE and I'll have one up there.
Probably.
I don't know. That FYE kind of sucks. They hardly ever get anything new anymore.
When's the last time you ran there?
It's been a while. I'll look them up on eBay. There's always eBay, but some people might jack the price up on them after a while. Amazon even has shit like that too, I think, sometimes. And there's a bunch of toy stores online and stuff. Well, I've been watching, following a lot of people on Instagram, toy places and stuff. One's in Chicago that we didn't get to go to, and one's in Cincinnati. A few other places like New York.
Cincinnati might not be that far.
Yeah, it's up there a little bit. But some of them are, they got mostly vintage toys and stuff. If you want to talk about getting into collecting figurines, Jesus, get into damn Star Wars. You'll never have. There's always new stuff coming out of Star Wars. We knew some people that collected Star Wars, and I don't think they ever even comment or watch these videos anymore. But just thinking about that gangster the other day, he never been on here no more. I was thinking he's a Star Wars dude, and if he is watching, he knows what I'm talking about. I seen him in that damn mug, and it never got there. I wonder where shit like that goes.
I don't know.
Or did somebody just get it off somebody's doorstep? You
But
ever lose any mail? You send something to somebody and they don't get it, that pisses you off, don't it?
But shit like that happens all the time.
I guess. I hope it don't to the stuff I'm selling on eBay, because I got to refund the people then if it does. And then we just got to check your tracking and stuff, make sure. But
where's everybody at?
Movies and figures and all that good stuff. We always talk about a little bit of everything. Well, we don't have that many people on here tonight. do you hate most about the current state of wrestling? Hey, the horror man's here. The current state of wrestling, they talk too damn much.
They do.
Which I know in the Attitude Era was pretty good, but they did a lot of talking too.
But they do so much talking, they drag the 3 hours out.
Yeah, the 3 hours, they got about an hour of talking more.
I mean,
Except for the other night now, Raw, as soon as it started, you had a match right off the bat, and then they tried to tear down the stage. And I don't know if that was actually planned or not. You never know about wrestling. Something might happen to somebody, and they think it's part of the act, and they could really get hurt. And it's happened in the years. You know, like Owen Hart got killed, and people that was watching that probably thought that that was actually, you know, supposed to happen.
Killed? I forget.
He was coming down from the thing and coming down to the ring on the wire thing, and it broke loose, and he fell and hit his head on the post that comes up. He fell, I don't know, pretty far up. But, you know, at the time, people thought that, you know, because he acted kind of goofy in that costume, the blue blazer. He had 50 feet.
Wow.
He acted goofy and stuff all the time and fell and stuff. So they just assumed it was, you know, it was part of the act until you got people in there doing CPR on somebody. Then you kind of figure this shit's real. But that stuff that happened the other night, that Braun Strowman or whatever his name is, and what was that other dude? I don't know, black dude. I can't remember his name, but he threw him through there. I didn't watch it live. I didn't get to watch the pay-per-view, Owen Hart, but that's been 20 years ago, man. That's crazy. It was 20 years ago, and he was a good dude. But, yeah, there's been some other things that's happened, too, that, you know, real people really got hurt. Like, you know, Stone Cold got his neck broke. Just watched that recently, him and Owen Hart in that one SummerSlam that I watched. Yeah, he got his neck broke, and they had to continue wrestling for probably 3 or 4 minutes after that. And Stone Cold couldn't even hardly stand up, and he had to pin Owen Hart, and his neck was broke, and they had to help him out. There's another one too. Stone Cold and Bret Hart fought, and he busted his head open, and he passed out. He just he passed out, and what did he say?
They're talking about Stone Cold. They saw it live too.
Oh,
What do you represent?
the Stone Cold one. Yeah, because you could tell when he did the power driver on Stone Cold that broke his neck. And after that, he said in the interviews and stuff, with documentary, he was never really the same after that with that injury. Oh God, I got to sit up on this thing. Probably been better just stayed upstairs.
I know.
But I don't know. We made it almost. A lot of wrestling talk tonight. We're going up and down. I don't know if these view things are right or not. What did you say?
The Sid break was gross.
Oh yeah, wasn't that his leg? Jumped off the rope or something, came down, and his leg buckled and broke. Oh, it was. Yeah, I think it was his leg. Somebody I seen did that. I remember watching Brock Lesnar back in the early 2000s. He did a flip or something, and he about killed himself. Almost broke his damn neck the way he fell, but he didn't, though. It's been a lot of crazy stuff like that. So they really do get hurt. It is fake, but, you know, they really do get hurt sometimes.
That's nasty.
I never knew that. Hardcore Hot, he's not alive no more either. I think he's passed away, too. I think. If that's the same one I was thinking about. Or was it Crash Holly? Was it Crash Holly? One of them died. There's another one, Crash Holly. Was his brother or something? I don't know. She's just looking at me like, okay.
He says Crash is dead.
Crash, okay, that's one. I knew one of them died.
You don't know.
I be knowing, man. A lot of them from back in the days when I was a kid died. And man, I tell you, Flair's had some close calls, but man, that man won't die for nothing. He's still kicking, man. But when he does, Lord, they're going to have a parade for him. Brawl for All. No, I don't think I remember them. Was that in the mid-90s? If it's in the mid-90s, it was the new generation. I don't remember much of that. But, yeah, Ric Flair.
What were you doing?
I got married. And was bored to death at the time. And didn't have nothing to collect or anything. I was trying to be an adult, and it just didn't work.
Really?
It didn't work. And then I got married again and had a kid, and then started buying toys and stuff, you know. After wrestlers. really box. It wasn't cave. What do you put? I had no. They really let him box. It wasn't K-Fab. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, yeah, Bart Gunn. He boxed a few times, didn't he? Remember Roddy Piper boxing Mr. T? That was in WrestleMania 2. I think it was WrestleMania 2. You want my gun?
No, I don't want it. Get it off.
I think that was WrestleMania 2. They had some boxing in it.
Really?
Yeah, they had Mr. T and Roddy Piper. We watched a thing talking about something, and it showed pieces of that before. And you watched it right here with me, but you done forgot about it.
I can't help it, man.
I don't know what that was on. Something we was watching wrestling. Hey, there's a new documentary for you wrestling fans out there. 350 Days. Has anybody seen that yet? The first WrestleMania was the main event was Hogan and Mr. T tagged up against Cowboy Bob Orton and Roddy Piper. And they still had a feud going on after that. And then time WrestleMania 2 rolled around, what's his name? Yeah, a new documentary. By the time part 2 rolled around, Mr. T and Roddy Piper ended up boxing in the second one. But yeah, it's got Bret Hart in it and superstar Billy Graham. They say it's the best wrestling documentary ever.
What's it called?
350 Days. I was just telling you about it the other day when I was looking it up. I was trying to find out if it's on Netflix, but you can already buy it on Blu-ray and DVD on Amazon. I got to get it because it looks really good. And they got a Facebook page. Check it out too, 350 Days. And it tells a little bit more about it, but it's got a picture of Bret Hart and superstar Billy Graham on it. And they say it's the best wrestling documentary ever. So, yeah, it's really cool. And I guess it's called 350 Days because I heard somewhere one time where, you know, there's, 365 days in a year. They said they was on the road that many days a year.
Yeah.
Or you can get on Prime Video. Is it on Prime Video on Amazon?
Prime.
Amazon, yeah.
There's
if anybody wants to do that, if they buy stuff.
Also says it's on iTunes and Amazon. But you can watch it.
But me, as a physical media collector, I like getting the Blu-ray. I'll get the Blu-ray. I think it's on like $15 on Blu-ray. It's not really that high. But it looks pretty cool. And I don't know who else is on it and they talk to, but it's they say it's pretty good. I like wrestling documentaries.
Ox Baker.
Ox Baker, yeah, that's an old school wrestler, Bret Hart. And Bret just turned 62, man.
Billy Graham, Greg Valentine,
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
That's cool. They got all kinds of people on there. You have to check that out. My favorite wrestling documentary, I like the ones where you get the sets like different sets of like Jake the Snake or the Road Warriors, the 3-packs, and they come with their matches and stuff, and they got a little documentary on there. I like Jake the Snake's Pick Your Poison. That was a good one, which is hard to find now. I had a burnt copy of that for a while, and of course I like the Macho Man one. We just watched it not too long ago. She had never seen that one, and that come in that big box set that had the shades and the bandana and the T-shirt and all that cool stuff. So them were probably I like the Road Warriors one. That was a good one too. I just got one of Shawn Michaels here recently at the flea market, a 3-pack set, and I guess it's got one on him too. I've seen one on him before, but I don't know. It's probably a little different, I'm sure. There was a show on A&E years ago too. It was like a documentary about wrestling. Something about it's wrestling fake or something. I can't remember exactly, but it was talking about Andre the Giant and all them back in the day.
I like him now.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Sting. I got 3 Sting figures so far. I got a Defining Moments one from where he wore the red, white, and blue, and then I just got a little retro one of him, and another one. But you know, I watched the Ultimate Warrior documentary. And I never knew before they got famous and got into the big leagues there, WWF and WCW and back all that stuff, that they actually was a tag team back then. I didn't know that until I watched that documentary, so that was pretty good. watching them. They were tag team, which that explains it. They both wore paint on their face and all that cool stuff. So the Sting was hardcore, straight up WCW for so many years and couldn't get him to come to WWF. The Bleed Runners, that was their name. Yeah, I seen some old pictures of them. They had some crazy looking makeup back then before they did their thing, you know. The Blade Runners. That's a weird name. He had the Dingo Warrior was the Warrior's name. The Dingo Warrior before he was the Ultimate Warrior. Rhonda looks bored as shit. But she says she likes wrestling. You do? You say you like it? Well, then throw it in there, girl. What you going to talk about? The Dingo Warrior. What kind of name of that?
Dingo took my baby.
Oh, Lord. You just making me... You climbed up close to me and made me all hot here. It's just burning up now. That damn light. That's like a tanning bed light or some shit. It's bright. Yeah, you did. She can go up and sit in front of the fan. What's your Rhonda's favorite wrestler?
Oh, come on now.
There you go. Your time to shine and talk now.
Macho Man's still my favorite. Of course, I like the Hulk too, but you know.
Hulk and the Macho Man.
Always.
Remember Randy Hogan? He was a knockoff Hulk. I never remember that.
You don't?
You don't remember it either.
You don't know.
I don't know. Mine looked like him and everything.
You.
Was he like a Hasbro figure type style? Are you talking about a wrestling figure? Or I don't think it was it has to be that. I remember one that looked like a Hasbro, and he looked like he had the Hogan red and yellow on. Oh, he was an actual wrestler. I never heard of Randy Hogan.
Show you a picture?
Look it up then, Randy Hogan. I never heard. I thought he was talking about. It looked like no guy jobber, huh? I never heard of Randy Hogan as a wrestler, but God,
it's hot. What are you doing?
Got hot as hell up in here, man. Look up Randy Hogan. Let's see what's going on. Randy Hogan, wrestler.
Don't worry about.
When somebody says knockoff, I think of like a knockoff wrestling figure or something. I don't think of actual wrestler. Oh my God! Yes, I have seen that guy before. I remember him now. Yeah, I remember him now. I don't remember exactly. I remember seeing something about him. They got a picture of superstar Billy Graham there next to him too.
He said he wrestled from the late 80s to the early 90s.
Yeah, I remember the picture of the guy now. Was he in like WWF or WCW? Well, back then they had NWA.
Yeah, NWA is what he was in.
NWA.
And WWF, I guess.
And WWF, yeah. That's crazy.
Says he's still alive. He's 68 now. Lives in Tampa, which is where Hulk Hogan lives or is from too.
Is he? Well, they always said from Venice Beach when he came out to the ring. Hulk Hogan did.
Venice Beach is right near Tampa Bay.
Oh, is it real? Oh, okay. I thought Venice Beach was in California.
And there's a Venice Beach in Florida too.
Yeah, maybe he was
near
from Florida
Tampa,
then. And the Macho Man was from Sarasota.
Yeah. Which I used to live 45 minutes from there.
I'll be damned.
That's so true.
Randy Hogan. I forgot about him all these years. The only one I remember back in the day was Barry Horowitz. Anybody remember Barry Horowitz? He lost to all kinds of people and shit. He used to go like this and pat himself on the back. He was a jobber, and the Brooklyn Brawler he ends up being one. He's kind of Horowitz. Horowitz. I don't think did he ever win? Because I remember he had the longest losing streak.
Did he?
Yeah, he got beat by every damn body. But I think one time maybe he did win or something. I don't know. He won. JR. Okay, yeah. I don't remember. But he was gone for a long time. Then he came back one time. I was like, holy hell, I ain't seen him in years. I don't know. But there's all kinds of them out there. And just, Ric Flair. Woo! My grandma used to love watching him when I was a kid. I never watched back the NWA and stuff that much. I wish I would have watched more of that back in the day, but I was a WWF fan. because they had so much wild shit going on. You had Coco Beware carrying a damn bird to the ring, and Jake the Snake had a snake, and I think it was the guy, one of them guys that ran some of them other territories down south. He said that damn, his wrestling, Jake wanted to bring Snake, or somebody wanted to do something like that. He said, my damn wrestling thing ain't a circus. The Red Rooster. Red Rooster's name, what was his name? Terry something. I can't remember right off. Terry. The Red Rooster's name, Terry something. Can't remember his last name now.
Really?
Come on, Horror Man. Throw it out there. I can't remember the Red Rooster's name. He's going to throw it on there. The Red Rooster. Terry. I think it's Terry. Terry Taylor. There it is. The Killer Bees.
Beat me to it, man.
The Killer Bees. Jumping Jim Bronsell. And what was the other guy's name? I remember that one. Oh, Jumping Jim Bronsell and somebody else. That's the only one I can remember because he was in the AWA too, and they had an AWA wrestling figure of him in the tag team. Brian Blair, was it Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Bronsell? I think that's who it was.
Jim Brunzell and Brian Blair, yes.
Yes, I got it.
WWF from 1985 to 1988.
The Killer Bees. My buddy Larry just picked up the freaking British Bulldogs and the damn Heart Foundation LJNs, and
Now,
they are mint.
I like the British Bulldogs.
If anybody knows the LJN figures and like them, but the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and oh jeez, Dynamite Kid. Dynamite Kid. A lot of wrestling talk on here tonight. Dynamite Kid, yeah, and both of them are dead now. Dynamite Kid just passed away a few years ago. He was in a wheelchair the last few years of his life. He was falling apart. He had all kinds of issues. Of course, I think the big British Bulldog. Well, he ended up changing his name to British Bulldog later on, and they changed his name to Davey Boy Smith. He was married into the Hart family. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
He was married he was married to one of Brett's sisters. So, and a lot of them's died. They've had so much tragedy and people dying and on them wrestlers. Brian Pillman was another one that was married into that family too, and he died. An overdose, I think he had too. A bunch of them, yeah. But anyway, we've hit an hour, and it's been real, and it's been hot, and this light.
It's killing us.
Maybe we can do an earlier show when we can sit on a balcony. That would be nice. But we'd have to go on at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon because by 8 o'clock it starts getting dark.
Hey, girl.
Hey! In the house. Great stream as always. Well, I'm glad you stuck around for the entire event. And y'all be watching for Hanging Out with Movie John coming July 15th. Rousey and me and a special guest and a bunch of other people. We're just trying to put everybody we can into it. And glad to talk about movies and wrestling, my favorite two things. Megan has been practicing driving. All right, my daughter's practicing. She needs to get that license, girl. But you come to the end. You came at the end of the show, but tell her I'm proud of her and I love her. And I'll talk to her soon. And happy 4th of July to everybody out there. Tomorrow night, be safe. Don't be holding the damn fireworks in your hand, blowing the shit. There will be somebody around here, some redneck, be drunk and holding one. I've heard of it a lot of times. But good night to everybody. Until next time.
Shooting them off their ass.
Oh, yeah.
That.